Hello, relatives. This is Brown Body Love Yogi. I'm just making a nighttime bedtime flow for you. This is a bedtime flow to just get us ready for sleep, for rest, recovery. When you're ready, meet me in mountain pose. Feeling the energy going through your heels, your arches, the ball of your feet, spreading out your toes, engaging your legs by bending your knees slightly, dropping your shoulders. You might want to do a little roll back to drop them. Putting your hands to the side of your hip. Taking a deep inhale through your nose. Feeling your belly rise, your chest rise. And exhale, feeling your chest drop. Continuing a deep inhale and exhale for 5 breaths. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Bringing your palms together and over your heart, over your chest, resting on your chest. Allowing your breath to be natural. Keeping your shoulders back. Keeping the slight bend. We're going to bring to mind and honor the practice of yoga, which has been done for thousands of years, honoring our bodies, our souls, our spirits, our ancestors. Holding space for those that came before us and those that will come after us. Giving the intention of this practice to create peace in the world, to create breath and life and space in this moment in time. Being clear on your intention that this is not about making shapes. This is not about progress. This is not about anything but connecting to yourself and connecting to your higher power and building a stronger connection to your self-love, to your humility, to being true to yourself, to being true to your existence in this moment in time. You're here for a reason. You have purpose. You are loved. Take a deep inhale and hold it for 4 seconds with me. Inhale. Exhale. And when you're ready, slowly start opening up your eyes, wiggle your toes, balance that energy from the balls of your feet to your heels. Keep a slight bend on the knees. And we're going to slowly raise our arms towards the sky. Ever so gently, we're going to make sure to drop our shoulders while keeping our arms straight towards the sky. We're going to take 2 breaths in this position, and then we're going to go to seated. And when you're ready, bend your knees and drop your sit bones. Keeping your arms straight, dropping your shoulders. We're going to bring that energy through our heels. Keeping our knees bent slightly, but also making sure that we're not going over our toes. One last breath in this position. Gently bring your sit bones up towards the sky. Drop your arms to your sides. Take a deep inhale. If you do nothing else in this practice with me tonight, focus on your breathing and giving your body life and purpose. And when you're ready, join me for a warrior 1. We're going to take a step through with our right leg, keeping our foot of our back leg slightly, the foot is slightly facing outward, and you're going to bend your knee ever so slightly in the front, gently, making sure that you're keeping your knee above your ankle, but not through the toes. Bringing that energy, balancing that energy in both feet. And feeling that strength of the warrior. Lifting your arms towards the sky, dropping your shoulders. Inhaling. Exhaling. For 5 breaths. And when you're ready, bring your left arm back. Open up your back foot leg 45 degrees. Extend your arms. Keeping both arms in a straight line. Making sure that we're bringing that energy through both of our feet. Making sure we're keeping a bent on our front knee, but does not go over our toes. When you're ready, bring your right arm to your hip and lean forward with your left arm, creating a line that's going through energy from your back foot all the way to the tips of your left arm. Gaze up towards the left. Taking a few breaths in this pose. Gently dropping our right arm towards the mat for triangle pose. Keeping our legs shaped like a triangle. Keeping slight bend on both knees, not locking our legs. Gazing up towards the left hand. When you're ready, slowly bring your chest up again into warrior 2. And back to warrior one by taking a big step back, bringing both feet together. We're going to do the same thing for the left side. I'm going to wiggle out of this pose a little bit to allow the energy to flow before I go into my warrior one and warrior two on my left leg. So when you're ready, walk back to the back of your mat. Bring both arms towards the sky. Take a deep breath. Keep your feet hip width apart, making sure that you're placing that energy from your heels to the ball of your feet, spreading out your toes, keeping a slight bend in your knees. We're going to gently come to seated for a few breaths before we go into our warrior one. Dropping our shoulders, making sure we're not bringing those shoulders up to our ears, but keeping our arms straight. One last breath together. And gently lift up from your seat bone. And bring energy back to your ankles and your toes. And when you're ready, step with your left leg or alternating leg, keeping your back leg forward, aligning your hips straight. And when you're ready and aligned, making sure that both of your hips are facing outward in front of you. You're going to slowly and gently bend into your knee, making sure that it's over your ankle, but not over your toes. And then bringing your arms up towards the sky, keeping our heel on the back of the foot on the mat. Taking a few breaths here. When you're ready, swing your right arm back, open up that back foot to 45 degrees, facing that way, while your arm swings back to create a straight line with both of your arms, keeping that slight bend in the knee, keeping your knee over your shoulder, over your ankle. Taking a deep breath. And when you're ready, lean into your hip on your left arm, and with your right arm, bring it over your shoulder to create a straight line from your back leg to your right arm. When you're ready, gaze up to your hand, not overextending your neck, and creating as straight of a line as possible. And when you're ready, drop your left arm and fingertips towards the mat while raising that right arm fingertips towards the sky. Keeping your eyes gazing to that right fingertip. Bringing your foot to 90 degrees. Taking one last deep breath in together. When you're ready, swing your right arm back. Step back into standing pose, into mountain pose. Wiggle your toes. You might feel some stress on your arches while doing this. What I like to do is get a ball to massage my arches. I'm gonna see if I can find one. All right, so if you're feeling that tension on your arches, what you can do is get a tennis ball or a golf ball, or I can find any of those, so I'm using my dog toy that I have. Burton will let me borrow it. It's a pretty sturdy ball setup. And so what I'm doing is just gently massaging my arches with this so that they don't tighten up through the rest of my practice. Next, I'm going to do the opposite side. You might feel that one side needs a little more love than the other. For me, it's my right foot. I'm going to let go of that. All right, we're back in business. So next, we're going to go for our forward bend, which means we're going to come from standing for mountain pose, keeping a slight bend at the knees, again engaging the soles of our feet, our heels, our arches, the balls of our feet into the mat, the toes. And we're going to put our hands over our hips and feel as we bring our chest down towards the mat. We're hinging through our hips, slowly bringing our heads down towards the mat, and bringing our fingertips to the mat, taking a few breaths in this pose, bringing our forehead as close as possible to our knees or to our chest. Remembering to breathe. Sometimes this pose, because of my belly, will give me pains right here. So I slowly had to come up. So let me try again. We're going to gently hinge at our hips. Reach with our fingertips, slowly inching our head closer to our knees. And when you're ready, bring your hands to your shins and gently lift up your back so that you're creating an L shape with your back, keeping your back straight, keeping your chin tucked, or just gazing at the mat. Do not bring your head up because it will hurt your neck, create some soreness and tension there. Let's take some breaths here. When you're ready, gently allow your body to again, keeping your chin tucked into your chest, allowing your body to hang, allowing your head to hang under your heart. You may also gently bring your feet out on your mat to create a deeper extension of your body towards the mat. You may face the palms of your hands facing up towards the sky while the top of your hands rest on the yoga mat.
Making sure to breathe, keeping your chin tucked into your chest. You may also alternatively cross your arms for a deeper stretch. And when you're ready, place the palms of your hand on the mat. Walk your feet in towards each other. Bring your palms of your hands to your shin. Keep your back straight and hinge back up to mountain pose. Notice your weight, the heaviness of the world sinking into the mat through your feet, through that energy. Feeling the force of energy from your blood flow. The blood rushing from your head to your toes after an inversion. Bringing that relief now to those organs that can open up, your chest that's opening up, rolling your shoulders back, standing in a strong, unshakable mountain. When you're ready, we're going to move to all fours. We're going to wiggle our toes before we go and get ready for cat and cow stretches and some downward dogs. All right. So I'm going to keep my hands about mat width apart. And I'm going to gently bring in energy into my wrists by creating circles towards the left of my body and then towards the right, counterclockwise, creating balance by having the motion go in the opposite direction. Waking up my hips. But also bringing that balance and energy to my wrists. I'm gonna bring my sit bone back and I'm gonna gently reverse my one hand towards me. I think you can see it, yeah. Reverse my one hand towards me for a stretch while maintaining my right hand facing the other direction. I'm yet building strength to do both arms at once, but I'm not there yet and I don't want to hurt myself. I want to honor myself. I want to practice humility by knowing where I am and knowing where I want to go and where I want to be. When I'm ready, I'm going to bring my both palms together again and do the same thing for the opposite side, stretching out those wrists that have been texting all day, typing all day, fidgeting all day. My strong wrists that help me walk my dogs, help me do art. I'm gonna sit back on the back of my legs, on the back of my feet, and I'm gonna slowly allow my wrists to just be gentle and ever so loving to my wrists. They do so much for me. Cook, they clean, they write, they help me get ready in the morning, they help take care of me. Just moving in different directions, up and down. You can also gently place one hand over the other and push the top of your hand in through your palm. Be very, very gentle with this. Then we're going to push our hands back and then do the same thing on the other side. Being gentle with my wrists. All right, I think they're ready. So sit up and bring your palms and your knees ready for cat and cow stretches, putting your arms aligning with your shoulders and your wrists and your palms of your hands, spreading your fingers, bringing that energy to all parts of your hand, not just your wrists, not just the very bottom of the palm, but your entire hand. And when you're ready, thrust your hip back, arch your back, lift your chin towards the sky. Take an inhale. And exhale, arch your back towards you. Bring your chin to your chest. And gently go through these motions of cat and cow with intention, with love, with purpose. Making sure that you're guiding this movement with your breath and with your hips. One more. And when you're ready, stretch your arms back and bring them towards the mat for child's pose. From child's pose, we are going to bring our entire bodies towards the mat, the front side of our bodies towards the mat. And for me, it feels really good to always just kind of rotate my hips towards the left, towards the right to adjust. I can also feel my lower back and my hips cracking. It just feels like a massage from the inside. And just allow my arms to drop and sink into the mat. And when you're ready, I invite you to bring your arms towards the sides, the sides of your chest. Tuck your elbows in and lift for cobra. Dropping your shoulders while keeping your gaze up towards the sky. Gently drop your hips. Bring your body back down towards the mat. I'm gonna do my body swing thing to keep cracking, to keep my body loose. Spreading the fingers, bring that energy to support my body as I lift my chest and my chin towards the sky. Taking a few breaths in this position. And gently bring my body back down to the mat. We're gonna drop our elbows to the mat. If you're able to do plank the traditional way, which is using the palms of your hand and your toes, go for it. I am going to do the modified pose, which is lifting through my knees and my wrists, making sure that my shoulder is aligned with my elbows. Taking a few breaths. Keeping my back straight. And gently bringing my body back down. Yeah. Wiggling my body. And again, for another plank. Keep your knees open about hip width apart and lift. Keeping your arms straight, keeping your gaze towards the mat so that you don't hurt your neck. Oh my God. And sink into your dog or your mat. And when you're ready, bring both palms to your mat. About yoga mat width apart. We're gonna tuck our toes. We're gonna lift through and back. I'm going to open up my knees a little more, about mat width apart, keeping my palms out, tucking my toes. I'm gonna lift for a downward. I'm gonna open up my legs a little more. Making sure that I'm bringing that energy through the soles of my feet, through my heels, through my fingers, to the palms of my hand. And I'm gonna go back down on all fours. Stand on my knees, bring my arms, fingertips towards the sky, drop my shoulders. Take a deep inhale, exhale. And again, I'm gonna bring my body down towards the mat on all fours. I'm gonna tuck my toes, and I'm gonna lift again for downward dog. When you're ready, I invite you to walk your feet up and your hands towards your feet. Allow yourself to hang. Again, you might find that you're able to get even deeper than before. Bring your hands to your shins and gently lift through your hips and that hinge. Meet me back in mountain pose. Maybe do a couple of rolls on your ankle on both sides. And when you're ready, place your right foot on the mat and bring, keeping your arms out, bring the left sole of your foot towards your calf. If you can bring it up higher, wonderful, do that. If this is too much for you, you can also keep your toe on the mat.
or you can use a block. Let me show you how to use a block. So I'm gonna align my right foot right up to the prop, which could be books, and then bring my heel towards my calf. Just bring it there for support. And the more that you practice this, the better that you'll get at it, but you do have to do it. And so I'm just gonna keep doing it for a few breaths. Let's see if I can make it to 5 breaths, and you can join me too. So not locking my knee, keeping a slight bend at the knees, keeping the palms facing out. Focusing on one point. Focusing on balance. Focusing on strength. If you fall, just get back up. And now for my left foot. So I'm going to focus on one point on the ground. I'm going to pick that one. And hopefully it's a point that's not moving. And when you're ready, bring your right foot, the sole of your foot, towards your calf. Resting on the left side of your leg. The right side of your left leg. Meanwhile, your other foot that's on the mat is creating balance and strength. Making sure we're not locking our knee, but keeping a slight bend on the knee. Being gentle with ourselves as we create balance. And also knowing that once your ankle is hurting or any part of you is hurting, it's time to let go. Give yourself a breath, a break. Come to the balls of your feet. I like to alternate them. And then we try again. So now I'm going to start back up again on my right side. And now on the left side for 5 breaths. When you've completed doing the maximum tree poses, or maybe this wasn't challenging enough for you, depending on where you are with your balance, this might have been super easy for you. Maybe this was hard. If this was too easy for you, what you can do is bring your knee up and close your eyes and try to balance that way. It's a lot harder with your eyes closed, so that helps. If even that's too easy for you, you can also extend your leg up. I cannot do it right now, so you can look at other YouTube videos for that. But anything that helps with your balance is creating a deeper space into grounding yourself and your body. So just from a different angle, we're going to go back to doing one last warrior 1, warrior 2, triangle, triangle twist. So from standing pose, from mountain pose, take a deep breath in. Center your body after all those balancing poses. We are strong, we are balanced. Take one big step with your right foot, keeping your left heel on the ground, keeping your hips aligned straight, rolling your shoulders back, gently leaning into your right foot, bringing your arms up towards the sky, leaning in a little deeper while keeping your shoulders dropped, yet your arms are straight towards the sky for warrior 1. Taking a few breaths in here to finalize our energy, our strength for the day. Dropping our left arm, opening up our foot up to 45 degrees for warrior 2. Taking a look back that our arms are balanced and as straight as we can make them. Leaning into our right leg, but keeping the energy balanced between both worlds, both sides. Bringing our elbow to our hip and our left arm towards the sky, our fingertips up towards the sky. Bringing our fingertips down the mat. Don't know where to put it because my dog is there. I'm going to gaze up towards my left hand. And then I'm going to gently bring my arm down. And the opposite arm is now going to go up towards the sky for a lift. As I keep my other hand on the mat for a twist. When you're ready, bring your arms down. Back to warrior 1. Bringing your foot back to straight position. Inhale, keeping your arms straight, dropping your shoulders. And back to mountain pose. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but on our left side. So take a big step in for warrior 1. Keeping both of your feet parallel, bringing your arms and fingertips towards the sky, leaning in, bending your knee, your front left leg knee, keeping your right leg straight but not locked. When you're ready for warrior 2, swing your right arm back. Bring your back foot to a 45 to 90 degree angle, whatever you're most comfortable with. I'm usually doing 45, but right now, kind of feeling the 90. Keeping this right leg straight, leaning into this leg, making sure that my knee is over my ankle, extending both arms in a balanced position, reaching. We're going to reach with our left hand
And gently bring our fingertips up towards the sky as the other hand goes to face the sky. Keeping our gaze towards our right hands. Trying to balance those arms to be a straight line. When you're ready, gently bring your right arm towards the mat and bring your left arm up and do the same thing of trying to keep a straight line with both arms. Gaze towards your left arm, the one that's facing the sky. When you're ready, bring your hands down, feet together, back to mountain pose. Taking a few breaths, dropping your shoulders, sinking into the mat with our heels, our arches, our toes. Taking an inhale and exhale. When you're ready, we're going to close out tonight's session with Shavasana. Meet me in corpse pose. When you're ready, get a drink of water, whatever it is you need before this next 10 minutes of meditation. For Shavasana tonight, meet me by laying down flat on your mat. Allowing your body to sink in to your mat. You need bolsters or cushions under your knees. Do that. But otherwise, just allow your body to rest and to melt into the earth. As you lay on your mat, I'm going to be reading a few mantras and guiding you through a meditation in hopes that my higher power will speak through me and allow me to do the service in this moment in time. Allow your body to continue to rest as I guide you through a meditation. Allowing your heart to feel the vibrations. Taking in these healing sounds. Allowing your nervous system to feel these vibrations.
from my energy source, from the earth, from your own heart. You will now hear another Tibetan bowl. We're now going to read from Creative Expressions, the 5th chakra, which is our throat chakra. I am committed to sharing and revealing my thoughts and feelings by being creative in my communication style and using expressive language. I express myself through talking, singing, sighing, laughing, and crying, and through using my creative talents. I consciously use my senses to experience my world more fully. I see, hear, smell, and feel more, and I become more aware of my surroundings, such as the weather, aromas, people, nature, sounds, and sights. Our first chakra, our base chakra, independence. I know what my needs are, and I actively pursue them, knowing that I will be guided and provided for when I put in the effort. I open myself to all possibilities and participate fully in my life. I use my imagination and my vision to initiate what I wish for, and I pursue it. I am not waiting to be rescued. I am not a victim. I am strong. Third chakra, solar plexus, self-confidence. I trust myself fully. I will not allow fear or doubt to hold me back from doing what I am here to do. I have confidence, belief, and conviction in my abilities and goals. I welcome questioning by others, as this gives me a chance to clarify my truth, ideas, and philosophies. I trust in a higher power and am open to new challenges. I trust in a higher power and I am open to new challenges. Seventh chakra, our crown chakra, meditation and silence. I still sit in meditation regularly as I know there is power in silence. I seek out stillness during some part of every day. In the silence, I am open to receiving without asking and without expectation. In silence, I will hear and see the truth. Rest, tranquility, and peace are rejuvenating to my spirit. Miraculous emotional, mental, and physical healing are available when I am open to receive. My message from the higher power is I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you because of your great smile. I love you. I love you for always getting my jokes. I love you because you rock. Here are the cards. Goddess cards for tonight. Arunta, Sun, Woman, Fire. Goddess of Rebirth from Australia. Light the world on fire with your magnificent brilliance. Consider each day a new beginning and bring your warmth and illumination to those around you. Wherever possible, witness both the rising and setting of the sun. Take this time to quiet your mind and focus on your inner fire. Let it course through your blood as you feel it radiating from your most inner self. Spider Woman, purity. Pueblo people, goddess of creation. Do not forget where you come from. The earth, the stars, the forests, the deserts, the sea, the mountains, and all that surrounds you. To forget your natural purity will invite unkindness and baseness into your character. In our world, there is much cruelty. Do not let it infect you. When faced with unsavory ideas and actions of others, find a higher road to avoid the swamp of corruption. The great goddess of Wendlendorf essence. The primeval woman, Europe. The essence of a woman is timeless, egoless, and primal. She provides the world with a life consciousness, nurture, wisdom, finally, peace. She is creation. Deep inside your body and spirit, the primeval woman resides. You are the conduit of her infinite power. You house the essence of creation. Remember this always. For this last minute of meditation, just allow your body to ground yourself before you take next rest for 8 to 10 hours, depending on how long you're going to sleep. Just allowing this last few moments, last few breaths, last few seconds to prepare you for a deep, restful sleep. Allowing your chest and belly to rise with each inhale, and allowing to ground your body even deeper into the mat with each exhale. you're ready, start wiggling your toes, moving and stretching your body. Ending your practice with a prayer and reminder of your purpose.